Oh, Brimstone main, kijk W.
Told ya! I'll show you two variations of revealing a ramp. First one, this is like a lineup shot. You stand on this lamp here. You align your crosshair in the middle of this pillar until your diamonds hit the bottom of this shelf, like that. And you do a 1 bar. That's gonna hit right on the edge and reveal ramp. If you want a really quick and easy one, you can just stand anywhere here and use a 1 bounce and a 1 bar. Or even a 0 bar. Just anything like that. Both of those work depending on where you would prefer the arrow to hit. But both of those reveal ramp.
Stand in this corner on spawn. And you will be placing the end of your hardline under your HP right here. Like this. And then you just simply full charge. And 1 bounce. And this arrow will land nicely on the corner of this screen, uncovering anyone who might be backside, heaven, and these corners once again.
Get into this corner here, and you just want to aim like right in the middle of this area. This is one of those where you just need to practice with your own crosshair. And just a full charge double bounce. And it's really nice if you have your ult as well, because you can basically run into this spot here and have a really nice position to do an ultimate. So this one bounces off and lands right here. It was found by Secrecy as well. You can line up this line just so you see a little bit of this gray tower here like this. And then you just want to aim in this area. 1 bounce, 2 bar and jump.
Revealing area.
It's gonna bounce off the back wall here and hit this crown. This one is really good against people who play side like breach players or omen or whatever. You can get into this corner here, and then you just want to put your second charge bar right on top of this little shelf on the sign like this and do a 1 bar.
Revealing area.
And this just checks for the regular operator spot here. If you just want to check for people who peek on A ramp, you get into this corner here, aim for the top right corner of the sign, do a full charge 1 bounce.
Revealing area.
Further into heaven, you can get into this corner here and just place your charge bar right on the tip of that K like this and do a 1 bar.
Revealing area.
And if you want it to be altered slightly so it also sees outside, you can just pull slightly to the right like this.
Revealing
do
area.
the same shot, and it's gonna land in the frame here and reveal outside and inside.
My team is attacking. What I like to do is this. I simply stand in this corner, I hop up on top of this, and then I place my crosshair. There's this corner of this building, and I place it right here, and I 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Very simple, and it's a good arrow for info. Very good recon ball. You can see it here, anyone here, or even the rafters. Another arrow which can be useful for you is you wanna hop on top of this flower pot, and you just wanna place your crosshair on the edge, on the left side of this building right here, and you just full charge and you jump and shoot. This is one of the best arrows, once again, since it lands right here on this spot. It sees a bit in here, a little bit screens, a good amount of heaven, and
So if you stand on top of this one, you can hit the corner by aligning your right diamond like that and do a 1 bar. It's gonna hit right there in the corner. If you align your right diamond on top of this one with that line, it's gonna hit default, plant here. And then if you want to hit both sides of the billboard, you have to jump down from the box, align your charge bar with this steel thing, and then use your crosshair for vertical alignment. This one is gonna land on the short end of the billboard here. And if you move it down about 1 width of the charge bar, it's gonna hit the other end of the billboard.
if you wanna use your ultimate, you wanna get into this position fast, so you can do this arrow. You just wanna shoot the arrow right here. That way it spots anyone here, and you can then use your ultimate and kill them in this straight line.
With A site, this is usually where I play as Sova with an operator or a vandal and just watching A main here. So you have two easy options. You can get into this corner here, just aim at the top of this A and do a double bounce full charge like this.
Revealing area.
And it's just gonna bounce back here and hit there. Or you can just aim for where this black line meets the yellow part and just do a full charge like this.
Revealing area.
You can help your team by shooting an arrow that bounces off this back building. This one was found by Secrecy. And you want to aim for here, where this line from the yellow building meets the gray area. One bounce full charge.
Revealing area.
This one's gonna bounce off the back building here. Come back in here. It's really nice.
Landing on A, there are a few arrows that I like to do. First one is this one. I just simply aim on this bar, which is holding the roof here, and I just shoot it there with full charge.
Scanning ahead.
This one lands perfectly on the side and uncovers anyone who is in these spots. From a rafter, you can do this arrow as well. You just wanna shoot right here to this board.
Revealing area.
It's gonna land like this and uncover anyone who might be pushing here in May, or they are here.
Rotating from B, and you're going through spawn. Then you can get into this wall here, and then you're gonna walk up until this light just aligns with this wall here. And then you're gonna look at this very top line here, and just make sure that you're aiming to the middle or slightly to the left of the middle just to be certain. And do a one bounce full charge.
Revealing area.
So this recon is gonna land here and reveal most of sight except a certain angle behind the screen. You can just go into this corner here and just place your diamond next to the third one of these pegs and do a 2-bar like this.
Revealing area.
And that should land at back sight. And the timing is quite good because this is just when you peek. Through spawn, you have two options for a retake dart. One is to just get into this corner here and then just place your left charge bar line just on top of this one like this and do a 1-bar 1 bounce.
Revealing area.
This is gonna fly right around the corner and bounce back here and reveal sight. Or if you want to run in through heaven, you can just aim for the tip of this crown like this and do a full charge.
Revealing area.
And this one also works fine.
You want to go to heaven and do this amazing dart. You just want to line yourself up like this, and then you just simply full charge
Scanning ahead.
on this back light. And it's gonna land here, and it's gonna spot anyone who is backside, and even here,
Right here.
and everyone in this elbow. Super amazing dart, and they won't shoot it.
From vents and want to reveal middle, you can get into this back wall here and crouch and then line these lines up like that. And you can do this while you're in the spawn barrier. And then just put your crosshair right over this line here and slightly to the left like this. And do a double bounce full charge.
Revealing area.
And this is going to hit right here and reveal most of middle.
Oh, Brimstone main. Kijk W.
Told ya! So a double shock dart you can do for ramp. This is based on Axel's lineup, but we changed it a bit to hit closer to the corner. You get into this corner here on the line, and then you're gonna always align your crosshair along this line for both shots. But the first one, you're gonna put your charge bar right on the edge of that white top here, like that, and do a full bar. And then afterwards, you're gonna pull down and do a 2-bar while your charge bar just rests on top of this bottom line here. So, top line, full bar,
Revealing area.
pull down, wait.
Revealing area.
And the timing here is to look for the other dart. When it starts to dip, that's when you shoot the second one. So you can stand here and put your diamond in the corner like this and do a 1-bar.
Revealing area.
And that's gonna hit this corner. If you stand on the same box and line it up like this, so you want to use your diamond on that line like that, and do 1 bar.
Revealing area.
That's gonna hit default plant. You can obviously make sure that this one is like slightly more pixel perfect. You can also hit both ends of the billboard on split by standing, but then you need to stand in front of this one. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use your crosshair aligned vertically with this one, and then you're gonna place your charge bar right under this metal bar. So this is gonna hit the shortest end of the billboard.
Revealing
Just gonna
area.
show you on the map here. It's gonna hit here. And you can do the same arrow, but move your bar down like this. So basically just 1 extra charge bar width approximately. And do the
Revealing
same.
area.
And then it's gonna hit the other end of the billboard. There's a pretty cool shock dart you can do, but it's a bit risky from ramp. But if you can pull this off, you look like a god, okay? So, you want to take your bottom left HUD line and put the right end of the HUD line right there in the middle of the gray spot like that, and do a 1 bar. And then you do a full bar double bounce into this lower corner of the black one.
Shock dart. Shock dart. Trick shot.
They had
No more to oppose
0.74 seconds left, so use with caution. So a very nice double shock dart found by Desi that I've slightly altered is you can stand in this corner, and this one is super deadly on pistol rounds. So you're gonna put your left diamond right on the corner of this green thing here and do a full charge double bounce. And then afterwards you're gonna place your second charge bar right on this light like this and do a insta tap 1 bounce. So it's gonna look like this.
Shock dart. Shock dart.
After. I'll try again here, okay? Just clip this and play it in slow-mo. Sometimes I don't get the last one completely correct either. Like it doesn't go as far as I want it to, so it... Like, yeah. 2 bar,
Shock
aim
dart.
down, 1 bar.
Shock dart.
So, a very easy shock dart you can do that hits both default plant or billboard plant. You can use this either if you're rotating from B and you can hear them planting, or if you're in a clutch situation and you're holding heaven and they are on site trying to defuse. So you get into this corner, and then for default plant you're just gonna place your left diamond right on the corner of this bin, and we'll be using HUD elements for this one in case the window is smoked off. And then you're just gonna do 1 bounce full charge,
Shock dart.
and that's gonna hit right on default plants. And then if you want to hit behind the billboard, you could just aim in this corner, but once again, in case it's smoked, you can also just make sure that your charge bar is right on top of this bin, and then just aim right next to the box inside heaven and do 2 bar 1 bounce.
Shock dart.
There you go. So a double shock dart for the orb on A main split is you walk backwards to the wall until these 2 line up like that. And then the first one, you're gonna place the top right corner of your charge bar in the middle of this gray area here. Do a 1 bar while jumping, and it will just like thread through the needle right there. And then the second one is gonna be a 2 bar 2 bounce, where you put the second charge bar line just in here, like that. Dun, dun. So it's gonna look like this. If you want to be a master of geometry, you can also stand here and do a double bounce full charge on this cross,
Revealing area.
and that's gonna hit the corner as well. There are 2 variations here that you can do, either with shock dart or recon dart actually, that hits either behind the billboard or on default plants. Shout out to Platypus for finding these 2. So what you want to do is you want to get your back towards this wall until this lamp kind of just lines up with this frontal wall like that. And then if you want to hit default plant, you just place your crosshair right in between them on the edge like that. And just do 1 bounce full charge. And if you want to hit the billboard, you do this and jump.
Revealing area.
There you go.
Oh, Brimstone main, kijk W.
Told ya!
Do either way you wanna. If you wanna get in this corner, this is just pretty much really amazing one, and you aim at this corner, at this road, just right here, like this, and you one bounce and full charge.
Standing ahead.
And it's gonna go all the way here, and it's gonna land there pretty fast as well. And what's amazing about this dart is that if you will do the same thing, once again aim at the same spot and you double bounce and full charge,
Revealing area.
you can use it as a shock dart on the default spot right here, and it's super cool to do.
The rafters outside B here,
Right here.
by getting into this corner, and then just placing your bottom right HUD line right into this window frame, like this, and do a full charge.
Revealing area.
This one's gonna fly over the building and land right here on the rafters. And this one takes a while, but the idea is that you can slow walk into garage and then push out as soon as this one starts scanning. Also, if you need a quicker version, you can just get into this corner here and aim for the tip of this rooftop.
Revealing
Just
area.
do a 1 bar. You can also reveal heaven by getting into this corner here until you stop. And then you're gonna use this lamp here and put the bottom of your arrow right on this lamp here. Like this. And do a 1 bounce full charge. You might want to practice
Revealing
this one a
area.
bit before using it in a game. Because this one's gonna fly inside heaven. And once again, it takes a long time, so you can push up in middle. And it's gonna land here in the roof. It's really good. Also nice for lining up ultimates from down into market. This is the one I usually use if I'm gonna push middle, because there isn't really any good spot to reveal here in mid, except like firing through smokes like
Revealing
this,
area.
or something like this.
Revealing area.
So it's actually good that it's so slow, because your team can actually push up middle, so they're in the right spot to get the correct info. If you want to reveal sight, there is a really cool arrow where you just get into this corner, and then you just take the bottom left HUD line, but the top right part of it, and put it right in the middle of this bin, like that. Do full charge 1 bounce. And the
Revealing
extra cool
area.
thing about this one is that this is also a very typical Cypher cam spot, so you can actually use a shock dart for the same purpose. I'm going to show you how big the area is that it actually destroys the camera on. So you can actually throw off Cyphers really bad by just doing this particular shock dart. And he will start putting his camera in stupid places after that. If you just need to have a fast push arrow, like if you're rotating or have been faking or something, then I just get in somewhere here. You don't really need a lineup for it, but just make sure that it's passing this big tower. So just do a 1 bar, something like
Revealing
this,
area.
and that should be fine.
Do this dart. It's pretty simple. I just stand in the middle of this booth, like this. Then I aim between this car sign and this building right here, and I recon with a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
I do this every time we decide to push fast the side, and it's gonna spot most of the basic spots. But
Focus on hitting the AC unit in the back here by aiming slightly above it like this, if you're this far away,
Revealing area.
like that. And if you're already this far up, you can just aim for the top corner of it like this.
Revealing area.
You can do a simple sky dart that lands, and so you can peek on it by going into this wall here, and then just place your diamonds right on this corner here. And you can feel free to adjust this one depending on where you think they come from most of the time, if it's sewers or if they come from ramen. So you just do a full charge here,
Revealing area.
then you run into this position like this, and you're ready to peek. So either it's gonna reveal them and you shoot them, or they have to turn around to shoot the arrow, and then you can peek at the same time. Just to get on top of this corner here, and just look for this cross section, and just do a click.
Revealing area.
So a very nice and simple dart found by Secrecy to reveal middles, to just get into this corner and then aim for the top left green sign corner here and do 1 bounce full charge.
Revealing area.
Reveals back of middle. There you go. site and need information for middle to help your team, you can just aim for this corner here and do a 1 bounce full charge.
Revealing area.
And this is another arrow that was found by Secrecy. So this one is really simple because you have quite a lot of leeway on where you stand, but the general idea is to aim somewhere in this height. So somewhere in the bottom of this whole texture thing, and do full charge 2 bars.
Revealing
And what
area.
it's going to do, it's going to bounce twice and just hit the back wall. Really simple. Or you think they're faking, you can also just run into this spot here, which is the same spot we use for a double shock as well. And just aim for this tip of this metal bar and do a 1 bar.
Revealing area.
That just hits the back wall here.
Oh, Brimstone main. Kijk W.
Shot dart. Trick shot.
Told ya! You're gonna get into this corner here with the bike. Aim this way and place your second charge bar line right in the middle of this wooden panel like that. And then you're gonna do a 2 bar full charge while jumping. And then you're gonna turn around and do a 1 bar 1 charge while placing your diamonds right on the tip of this roof. So it's gonna look like this.
Shock dart. Shock dart.
These ones go straight into vents. So the reason why you use 2 bounces here is that the operator player usually holds the back wall. But if you for some reason want to change it, or if you can see on the map that they're holding further forward, you can just use 1 bounce on the first one and no bounce on the second one instead.
Arrow specifically for heaven, you just want to get in this corner like this, and you want to see, you see this light, and you want to use your charge bar line and you place it so that this first bar line is in the middle and it's touching this bottom part of it like this, and then you simply full charge.
Scanning ahead.
The dart is going to go through the roof and land here on this back side. And you can even add a bounce to it so that it lands right here and it's harder for them to shoot and spot immediately. This amazing climb up to heaven in the first round. And you just want to stand on this second stair, hug this wall, and now you want to aim in the middle like this. There is this star. It's hard to see, but trust me, you will see it in game. And then you just take out your charge bar line. And the first one is 1 bounce and full charge. And you line it up with your bar line. And the top of the bar line is touching this. So it's gonna look like this. And it's full charge. And the bar line is touching this corner. Then you do the second one. You just move a bit lower, so that there is this lighter area, and you wanna do it in the middle of it. And that one is just a full charge. Like this.
Shock dart.
And all together, it's gonna look like this.
Shock dart.
These arrows will go through the roof and land right here. And if there's anyone who might be holding this angle, he's gonna get killed every time. This is so cool to do.
A new anti-diffuse shock dart for the new plant spot here is to go into B main. It's a lot wider now, so you can actually just look at this crevice in the graffiti and just run right onto it. Then you place your charge bar, like the corner of your charge bar, on a corner of this poster, except that you want the, like, put it like this. So you see the inner lines of the charge bar are lining up with the poster. Do a full charge, double bounce, simple stuff.
Scanning ahead.
Bounces around the roof. Lands right here.
You in the tunnels, just hide behind this box and aim between the top of these handlebars. And you double bounce and full charge. That way it's gonna land on the default spot pretty fast.
So you can also hit the default plant from up here, and this is probably more useful for when you're rotating and they're planting. But you, of course, if you manage to get up here somehow after you planted, you can also do it for killing the guy who is defusing. So there are 2 ways to do it. You can either hug this back wall, just aim for the very corner of this orange sign and do 1 bounce 2 bars.
Revealing area.
Maybe even, yeah, you might want to aim slightly more down, but that's the general direction. And then, if you're playing closer, you can do the same, but 1 bar.
Revealing area.
Same thing. This just depends on where you're positioned. Double shock dart for the orb on B main. You walk into this line right here, the second one from this metal thingy-bob. Then first you're gonna do a 2 bar 1 bounce while aiming at this thing. Then you're gonna turn around. And you're gonna aim just above the one wood panel that doesn't have a paper at the top like this and do a jump click. So it's gonna look like this. So a new changed double shock dart for default plant behind the box. Since they changed this corner, get into this corner. First you're gonna put the bottom left green bar under your drone icon and put it right into this corner like this and do a 2 bar. And then you're gonna pull down and you're gonna do a 1 bar while you fit the inner bottom left corner of your charge bar right on this corner here. So in quick succession it should look like this. 2 bar,
Scanning ahead.
1 bar.
Scanning ahead.